This is a follow-up to a carrier unit that kept blowing fuses, and we found that it was an issue at the north side of this disconnect box. So as you can see, I took one leg of power and I just bypassed it straight in, because running one leg of power constant to everything doesn't hurt anything. But we don't want to leave it this way. We've just been waiting for a follow-up visit, so we got some other things to do. We're going to replace that at the owner's request with a 60 amp fuseless disconnect, which that's the right call. But you can see, since it's a different size, we're going to have to play a little bit of wiring games. I've also, obviously, in case it's not obvious, got to go downstairs and turn off the breaker to this unit, because even when I turn the disconnect off, we're changing the hot side. So where your line coming in is going to stay hot unless you kill it at the breaker. But I wanted to eye this up, get all my connections as close to good as possible, and then make our move from there. So this is kind of crappy, actually, because this size box isn't designed to let you punch out the back. So it wants you to go in bottom and top, and yet I've got to come in from the back side and there. So I may drop this down. I don't want to. I may have to put another watertight connector and run it up into the top loop. Also, I need to do it fairly swiftly because we won't have AC or circulation in the dining room while I'm doing it. So stand by. All right, and the race is on. I've got my fittings. I killed the breaker downstairs. I'm gonna verify. I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. All my power's off. And away we go. All right, even better than I anticipated. So they had this whip on the inside. So what I'm gonna do is use the existing system here. And I'm gonna penetrate bottom of the box there, straight through, and then side box for the line in. Bada bing. We'll only use, we'll use all of the existing connectors. Won't need any materials. Sweet. All right, load side complete. This is cross-threaded, so that ain't never gonna re-thread on right, so one quick connect, watertight connect used. All right, I take this cover off just so you can get to it clean. So we're grounded up, line side, load side. I'm gonna slap my cover back on. I'm gonna leave it off here, right? So I'm gonna leave it off, go powered up downstairs and make sure it's phased correctly. What do I mean by phased correctly? Red, black, and white. Black, black, and black. I didn't mark those. I just undid them. So I don't know for sure that I've got 1, 2, and 3 on 1, 2, and 3. If I have it backwards, then everything's gonna run backwards. You'll know by the sound of the compressor when I fire it up if it's phased backwards or not. Yes, that is phased backwards. So, the solution is to switch any 2 legs of power, and I can do it anywhere. That's nice and clean. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna reverse these 2 legs of power, because here's my 3 lines coming in. So I'm gonna flip red and black right here. Powered it back on, now let's hear it. That is correct. Yeah, you don't hear that terrible grinding. So also you check the rotation of the blower fan and you'll know. Second verse, same as the first. We'll do removing a fused with a non-fused. Penetrated in, bottom and side. Bada bing. Off up here. Put the lid on, go downstairs, hit the breaker, fire it up. This is the kitchen, so I had to move fast. That's why not a lot of video on this one. This time we'll test rotation, phase rotation with the blower. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's correct. That is correct. So if you look at the scoops of the blower wheel, which are gross and need to be cleaned, are that way. So our phase rotation is correct. Plus the compressor sounds good.